This video will guide you through the assembly process of building your very own Imperial Star Destroyer. To ensure your model turns out as impressive as the one seen in the motion pictures, please stay tuned till the very end where you'll see the finished product all lit with special sound effects and music. As with all my builds, I engineered a 3D solid model to ensure proper fit. Once everything was planned, I started with the skeleton by cutting it out of 1/4-inch laser-cut acrylic. The slightest detail, some ranging from as small as 1 millimeter, had to be carefully positioned into place so the end result would look like an Imperial Star Destroyer. I started with the bridge and eventually worked my way down. The front of the command tower had to be drilled with countless of 1 millimeter diameter holes to accommodate the numerous fiber optic strands which needed to be inserted through each opening. The engine bay needed to be aligned in order to fit it inside the main hull of the ship. Hundreds of tiny greebles cannibalized from old model kits were used to bring it to life. The 3 main engine bells, as well as the 4 aft boosters, had to be drilled out in order to insert the LED lights, giving it its signature glow in sequence. All of the engine cowls had to be sanded in order to remove any excess burrs. Before any gluing takes place, always dry fit everything together to make sure all the parts coincide as they're supposed to. The next step was to tackle the top side of the hull. After I designed the 8 heavy octuple cannon turrets near the back of the ship, I 3D printed and tested each to make sure they will fit snug in their designated locations. Soon after were the left and right trenches that were also drilled out for the fiber optics to light up the sides of the ship. Roughly 2,500 feet, or the equivalent of almost a half-mile of .75 millimeter fiber optic cable, was used to light up the superstructure. This painstakingly task lasted several months to complete, but once assembled, it would all pay off in the end. The underside of the model was a challenging one to fabricate. The docking bay needed to align perfectly with the inner skeleton and fiber optic network of wires. Windows were cut open so light from the LEDs could shine inside of it. The tractor beam claw that trapped the Rebel Blockade Runner, which measures 2 inches in length, had to precisely fit into the compartment flawlessly. In order to bring the model to life, I added an electronics package from inside the wooden support base. A 75-watt transformer converted AC household current into 5 volts DC, which supplied power to everything. An 8-channel distribution fuse power strip evenly circulated power to all the electrical components. Since the amplifier worked off 12 volts, I used a step-up booster to increase the voltage from 5 volts to 12 volts. To eliminate the static discharge, I incorporated a ground loop isolator and bridged that to the MP3 player. In order to activate the audio files, I drilled out a tiny hole at the front of the wooden base so a motion detector would set off each audio track when the field was interrupted. After the model was finally finished, primed, painted, and all 943 fiber optic cable ends were trimmed, the end result was satisfying. In conclusion, building an Imperial Star Destroyer was a rewarding experience that brings a piece of the Star Wars universe into your home. If you'd like to build one of your very own, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and most important, may the Force be with you.